What up, everybody? I'm here with my friend Goofy Rexy. We're just going to kind of shoot the breeze, talk about rosters, maybe talk about Apocalypse, talk about Cosmic Crucible, talk about whatever we feel like talking about, because we are grown men and our kids are not attached to us right now. My friend Goofy, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Just like you, my children are not attached to me right now. They're at school. I'm excited about it. Although my youngest daughter now, not youngest daughter, my second to youngest daughter, she came into my bed this morning at 2:30. She now knows how to get up out of her crib. And she knows how to open doors.
Oof.
So at 2:30 this morning, she came into my bed thinking it was time to play. I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
Oh man, that's oof.
There's nothing you can say. There's no consoling. It happened. It wasn't great.
It's cute in the after sight, though, right? Now you're like, oh, it's kind of cute. But at the time, you were like, oh.
Yeah. At the time, I was just like, even in the moment, she was like singing, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I'm like, stop.
All right, and with that amazing introduction, let's go talk about some Marvel Strike Force nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on with you, man? I mean, where are you? I mean, the biggest thing is the Kang event, right? This was bad. I don't think we need to talk about how bad it is, but where are you in terms of where are you for stars right now for Kang?
So for Kang, I'm looking pretty good on stars. I did buy the 180 shard offer. I had like 12,000 cores that I dumped all into him. So I got him up to 5 stars. I've done 8 rotations every single day since the event started, which did not get me very many shards. I've gotten under the average of 2.8. I do have about 20 more orbs to open and the rest of the day to blitz. I think I got 3 or 4 more rotations to do. I'm not going to fill out these other 92 shards unless I get amazing luck. And the way things are looking, the way I'm pissing people off over at Scopely HQ, I don't think they're going to take that toggle off my account. So I don't think I'll be getting any good drops.
Yeah, see, you got the trick is to not say anything, because then when you say something, then they get upset about it. But but either way, man, I mean, this event wasn't great for a lot of people. I'm hearing people who potentially may not even unlock because they haven't been able to do 8 rotations a day. This was not a great event by any means, and it's like Moonstone is going to be kind of similar, right, in terms of the unlock.
Yeah, an unlock before the event for the character is super scummy, and it's like they want to reward spenders and reward the Krakens. Like, hey, why don't you just add stuff to the offers? That does the same thing. Don't increase the price. Just add stuff to the offers. It has the same effect.
I mean, one would think, but I mean, that's wisdom talking.
Yeah. So I don't have anything. I have Kang gear tier 17 actually, so I did get a little bit there. The rest were gear tier 16. I have super little power cores because I've been saving them for the next stupid Hoard Your Power Cores event.
So all of this about that, right?
Yeah. All of it was blitzing. Which is kind of crazy.
It's a lot of blitzing, man. So how far were you able to get into the Kang Hunt campaign?
Oh, so I did actually cave and I bought an Absorbing Man offer. Oh,
okay.
Oh, it's gone now. Can I review it? No, I can't go in there.
Can't go, yeah.
I got the first 4 nodes. So I did 3 and 4, which I had right away. And then I farmed the crap out of Kang. I did have to buy an Absorbing Man offer, and that got me 5 stars on everybody. Not super worth it. And yeah.
I mean, how many blue ISO 4 ions did you get out of that?
I want to say it was 400, around 400. And then the Blue Soul level 5 was 500, which was enough to put 3 crystals on characters. So super worth it.
Yeah, 100%. So what are you working on right now in terms of your roster? I guess we got, at some point in time, we'll talk about Apocalypse. Man, 7-star Spider Weaver. Okay.
Yes, sir. Everyone should do it. Everybody should do it.
I was just talking to you about me considering hitting that button on them, but yeah. So Philovel, I'm assuming that's gear that you're farming for her.
No. These are all the characters I want to bring up as I level. So these are like my level from 90 to 95 as I go. But you'll notice I have not pulled the trigger on Philovel. She's far down there on the list of priority.
Why is she even the priority out of curiosity?
Just because in the mirror matchup, if she can survive a little bit longer, hopefully or not in the mirror matchup, sorry, in the Crucible matchup, if she's on defense, if she can survive a little bit longer to maybe survive and use her special, then that can drain efficiency better. It's a min-maxer thing for sure.
I was going to say, like, at where you are in CC, that's probably the reason why you're building them up.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, like, paying it over to your Masters of Evil team, like, where are you with the whole entire team right now? Like, for T4s?
They're decked. Let me find that real quick. They're really decked out.
So I know on Kang, you have the whole entire team. You have all the T4s done on him. You went with Striker.
Yeah.
Are you kind of like, so you are running Raider on everybody else as well?
Yeah. So I really like Raider on Ultron because his ultimate just smacks so hard, and I believe it gains crit damage, or is that in his passive?
Is he also max crit as well?
As Raider, yes.
Crit rate, yeah.
Yeah, so in his passive, if he has 4 more Master Evil allies, he gains 30% crit damage. So I've been having his ult erase like 60% life gambits who are 7 red star gear tier 17. His ult just takes them out. I think you could have a similar effect with Striker, but if the Striker attack is the portion that kills the character, then this cannot be revived portion of the ultimate doesn't take effect. So you need the ultimate to be the kill.
To be the kill.
Yeah.
So though I haven't been able to use this team yet against Unlimited, I know on the test server, we had opportunities to kind of see that they were going to be good against them, but mine just not powered up enough yet to even try these matchups. How have you been doing with? Because I've been mostly using them against, I have 3 and 3 on Kang and Titania, right? So like I'm not going to be using them against Unlimited, but. How have you been doing against? Are you only been using them against Unlimited, or you been using them against Spider Weaver teams? Or for you, are Spider Weaver teams now on offense? Like, are they taking them off defense?
All of them are on offense because the mirror matchup is super quick and efficient. So if you put your Tangled Web, you have less offensive option. I have an easier team to beat, but I also can mirror match your Tangled Web, beat it within 5-6 turns, and I did really well in the efficiency. So what did you asked about Unlimited?
Yeah. So
the first day I did like a 500k punch up into Gamma with them using Doom. Very technical fight. You had to be very careful not to hit Red Hulk. Make sure you timed it so everybody else was dead, and then you could ability block Red Hulk and do your thing. The next time I did a 400k punch up into Unlimited with Doom as the 5th. Doom made me win that fight. And then the one after that, I did another 400k punch up again with Doom. Super easy again. The following day, I did a 500k punch up using Doom, and Doom didn't get a turn, so he was useless. So I stopped using Doom with the team. I then did a 450k punch up using Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was useless, didn't get a turn. And then last Crucible, I did like a 300k punch up. No, it was 400k again. But since she didn't get a turn, I brought in Phoenix instead, thinking Phoenix at least will do minimum 15% damage to everybody when she dies. And I lost that one. That was the smallest punch up I did. I lost that one. And then I lost the Crucible because of it. So I don't know if it's super secure, but the fact that I did, 5 out of 6, 400 plus K punch ups, it's kind of amazing. And I'm hopefully Moonstone at low star levels will kind of emulate whatever Doom brought that made it feel super safe.
Yeah, I think so. Moonstone should. I'm trying to remember where Kit does here, but she does give him like an extra resistance, I think, right? Is it focus as well? Or
focus,
yeah. Okay. So I was trying to remember if that was Titania or if I was her. Well, Titania gives them extra health, right? So I mean, the matchup with Moonstone should be a little bit easier. You do have some debuffs that she can help out with too. It's just a matter of like, once again, like where people are going to be able to get stars over stars for these characters is kind of going to be a big deal.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like Moonstone, I know she does a Terminator rewind, but in the Unlimited matchup in particular, it's not even about doing Terminator rewinds. It's about controlling the Gambit and the Rogue in such a way that you end up getting the kill on Gambit and Kang passive finishes him off. Right. So I don't know if her doing the Terminator rewind is going to be helpful. She does her defense downs, but that's not going to mean anything because they spawn with immunity anyway. The
Terminator rewind was it seems like that was built in really for Spider Weaver. It wasn't really built for Unlimited. I don't think that they built this team to be able to be Unlimited, although they said that they could in a punch across. Although people are been able to do it with punch ups. I think they really ultimately built this team to be able to beat Spider Weaver.
Well, that's what they said in the last Envoy call. I was in there. They said it was built to beat them, but yeah, it definitely beats Unlimited on like 500k punch ups. I think Doom is probably the safest bet. I don't know if Moonstone will bring what Doom brings. Doom was like a safety blanket. I don't know. It's an interesting concept, right?
Yeah, for sure. All right, and speaking of, I guess, like game modes, where are you in preparation for Apocalypse right now? If we want to talk about that for a second.
I'm good for Baby Apocalypse.
Good for Baby? Okay.
And I'm years and years away from the big boy one. So I think I only have these 3 characters. I have Morgan, Spider-Weaver, Red Hulk, Gear Tier 17, Ice Level 5. That's the only 3 characters I have at Ice Level 5. Because unless you're like 1% in all the events, you're not getting any Ion Level 5s. Yeah. Which is bananas. So eventually they got to open up the floodgates on that. I think I'm close with Gambit, maybe. I think I put the crystals on Gambit. Again, maybe. Yeah, he's got the crystals. But then you need, it's like 800,000? 825,000. You're hiding it. But it's 825,000 Ion Level 5s, which is bananas. Here, let me move you so you can see. Like,
yeah, that's insane.
That's a full event. If you're in like the... Wait, no, that's more than a full event because they've been giving like 500,000 if you're in top 1%. So I don't know how people are ready for the big. Well, I know because they won the auctions.
Yeah, I was going to say like MasterCard, Visa, American Express.
Exactly. So I mean, the timetable on getting to the big boy Apocalypse, even for someone like me who's hyper engaged, it's a big order. It's a big order. Yeah. And I don't have any of it. Well, you know what? I don't have the sagas done. Doing all 4 of the sagas will give me 8 Ion Level 5 upgrades right away. So I'll go from 3 to 11. I'm still short, what, like 13 at that point? Or 12?
Yeah. They definitely played this out to be like a long-term thing, right? As opposed to it being something that you could do immediately out of the gate. And there are some there's some points towards that, right? Where it's like, okay, I understand that like if they're trying to make it like a dark dimension where it's supposed to happen over time. I think this is a little bit different though, because players have been grinding for an entire year to be able to get to this point. And a lot of players, so you're getting Baby Apocalypse, like someone like myself, I'm not getting Baby Apocalypse as soon as the event goes live because I'm still short like 6 characters for Blue ISO 4, right? Because unless you're in the top 1% of Cosmic Crucible, or if you're in the top 1% of Alliance War, you know, in some of these events, you're not getting enough of those Blue ISO 4s in order to be able to do it. So in my opinion, I think that the year-long thing, in theory, sounded really good. And actually, I don't hate it. It's just like now where we're getting to this point, it's where it's like, oh, well, man, I've been grinding for a year and I'm still not going to be able to get Baby Apocalypse when the event launches. It doesn't feel great, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even think that was a thing because I have a lot of extra characters at Ice Level 4. So that's a different experience that I'm not familiar with. So you're not even getting enough Ion 4s to have your Horsemen and the Strike Team ready. That's crazy.
Yeah, and now in order for me to be able to do that, I would have needed to at least be Plat 4 or higher in Alliance War or Plat 3. And I would have needed to have been in like Masters probably 2 on a consistent basis in order to be able to do that, and that was not the case. So it's a lot of people who are definitely still short. Also, I did waste it on 2 characters too, like Rogue and Morgan. I double ISO'd them, so that's part of the issue too. But even then, if you put it that way, I'm still short 4 characters.
Yeah, I had to double up a couple characters too. Ions, ISOs can be fickle, right? It almost seems to change with the tide. Characters like Kestrel seem to be better as a raider. Character like Morgan, you like needed her as a skirmisher for the arena mirror matchup, but now it's like, well, I never do the mirror matchup. Might as well have her as a striker now.
Exactly, she does so much damage as a striker. It's kind of what saves her behind, really, in that Wakanda matchup too, is her being a striker.
Yeah,
with offense up.
But at the very least, you've been able to do, if we go in here, you've been able to do all the sagas, right? All the second difficulties. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on my channel too. So like for you, like I guess like what's next for you right now? Like what are you trying to kind of push towards other than this? Like it's just like the leveling, and then trying to get yourself prepared for that big boy Apocalypse 2 years from now.
I can't even think about it. I can't think about it until they come out with a new way to get Ion Level 5s. Because I play at the top, but I don't spend nearly as much anymore as I used to. Like not even close. So I'm never 1% in these events. I'm always 2 to 10%, and I'm a hyper engaged player.
Yeah.
So I'm not even thinking about Big Boy Apocalypse. I just need to find a way to beat the Big Boy Apocalypse is what I need to do.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to get these sagas done. I got to do Scarlet Witch. I got to do 3 members on Death Seed. Sorry, 4 members on Death Seed, 3 members on Unlimited, 2 members on Gamma, and then Death Pool. All the gear tier 17. And then I'm just going to let the ions trickle in as they trickle in. And like you say, in the year of our Lord, 2026, I'll get that Apocalypse unlocked. So
yeah, I mean that's the best. That's the best you can do. Started from the bottom, never left. That's
all right. What else? To Crucible. How you feel on Crucible, man? Because I had a really bad Crucible week last week, and I'm sure it's because I had some other content creators come in and just roast the crap out of me while I was doing my fights. Very, very, very tilting. Got me in my heart. But this week, man, I went full offense. I said, no more of this. The only meaningful teams I left was Gamma, Unlimited, and War Dogs. Everything else, or not even War Dogs. I did Wakanda. That's what I call it with 1 million in Baku. I basically I have Infinity Watch over here. So I have Eternals, I have Darkhold, I have Masters of Evil, I have Tangled Web, I have Secret Avengers, I have another big team. Oh, Doom, Weapon X. I have all that. So I've been going full offense and having just way more fun, but every single Crucible comes down to efficiency. My last one, I won by 3 points. The one before that, I won by 6 points. And everybody around me, they're winning by like 2 or 3 points. It's almost like the offense meta is too prominent to ignore, but then you lose to like RNG targeting or like 1 resist on 1 fight. So although I love this season, when I'm playing I was going to say somebody doesn't
crit. Somebody doesn't crit. And
exactly. So like, I love it because there's not 500% resistance on all hero mutants. When I'm doing the fights, I'm like, yeah, this is dope. But then when it comes down to calculating who wins, man, it feels weird, real weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's so to a certain extent, right? It does leave a little bit of theory crafting in there to kind of figure some of that stuff out. So I guess that's not fully dead, although still would like for it to be a little bit more open. But I am finding a lot of people are going more offensive now, like you said, because I am not seeing a ton of Spider Weaver teams. I think there was one this week. There's actually surprisingly twice this week I saw Spider Weaver on defense, but there was another matchup where I saw them on offense. I think I ended up winning that matchup because of it, but because they couldn't get through my defense, right? So I mean, it does. Oh, it's interesting. I like Cosmic. It is my favorite game mode still. It's just it's always ever changing, which is good. But there are all these moments too where you're just like, okay, what do I do now? When Masters of Evil definitely shook things up. I could see at a point too where I don't think this is the right way to go, but I could see people trying out Masters of Evil on defense, right? To see like can we shake some things up here? Can we make it a little interesting? I'm sure that's going to come sometime soon, and if it does come, it's probably my fault because I just said it.
Well, good news. I've already taken a lot of time to figure out what would easily beat that, so I got you covered on that. I think we're going to see a Crucible defense team next. I think the offensive meta is so prevalent right now that they're going to need to do a Crucible defense team.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, Unlimited is easier to beat now on defense. There's, surprisingly, Gamma beats them.
Yeah, how bad is Unlimited, dude? How bad is Unlimited as a Horseman team? Come on.
It's not great. I mean, out of all of the teams, Death Seed still outside is not as prominent or as good, but at least you're doing that game mode every single day, and you're getting a crap ton of value with that team on a day-by-day basis. And Archangel, part of the arena meta, right? Like he's even usable now in arena, but not the top tier. But the overall team is very lackluster. At least with some of the other characters, you can find some value.
Yeah, so for me, Death Seed, we use them in War offense. They're great. They beat Tangled Web defenses if you see them on. Like you said, you could use them in arena. I've had somebody use their Death Seed to beat my Unlimited in Crucible. It was a 100k punch down, but it was a one shot. Death Seed into my Unlimited. I was furious furious because he had so much on defense. I thought he did super good. I'm like, oh, he doesn't have the right team to check all these boxes. I check it in the morning, and he one-shot my unlimited Horseman Crucible focus team with a raid team. Okay, unlimited sucks.
How?
I don't know. He hacked. I was furious.
I feel like I want to go try this now just for funsies, you know?
I don't get it because they have immunity, so you can't blind them. Gambit's pinging off like crazy. Rogue's going to get her taunt off. I don't know how he did it, but he was healthy. He was like 75% health across the board on all of them.
Yeah, some fishy going on there. Something ain't right.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a friend, so if a friend hacked, we're not friends no more. But no, I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I was so mad. Anyway, rant over.
No, Unlimited has been disappointing. I think, you know, even on, I guess there are still a good offensive team, but really, from a defensive standpoint, they're not really that strong anymore. And I'm starting to see, like, even the last one I just showed you, like, nobody, Unlimited was on offense for him. Yeah,
there you go. I guess we didn't look at this. I think I grew about 1 million since the last time. That's from bringing a bunch of characters up from level 90 to 91. It's like an 8,000 power jump right away. Then you factor in 200k for all the new Masters of Evil. It goes by pretty quick.
Yeah. Man, this was good. It was good to see the progression. I'm happy to see that somebody's getting Baby Apocalypse while I'm not getting Baby Apocalypse. So I'm excited to see that, I guess.
All right. Well, let's head on over to your channel right now. Everybody make sure you go check out that video if you haven't already, which would be crazy. Drop a like and a sub on Goofy's channel and that video. And don't forget to do that to me too. And now let's go head over and check out what it's like to not get Apocalypse. We will cry together for your loss.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.